Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli, and today we are going to interview the main driver of this car, and that will be my wife. So I'm going to move the camera towards her. There she is.
Hello.
So, bet you've been driving this car for a week now.
It's been a whole week.
Oh my God, all week? So, how does it feel so far?
Pretty good.
It's not good enough.
Alright.
We need some details. What's your favorite part?
I guess, not worrying about the gas or the mileage is the best part, right?
Well, explain mileage.
So, the mileage, I guess because I was driving, I didn't really worry about it, especially in the warmer weather, but in the Volt, it just, you check it, whatever. But with this car, if I just drive kind of back and forth every day to work, it's like we're charging it once a week, I'm not even thinking about it.
Right. So basically, the whole idea of range is basically eliminated in this car. We charge it to 80%. It gives us 250 miles, and that's basically it. So you don't think about it at all.
No, we're about to go. We're going to go in a couple weeks on our first long trip, so I guess we'll think about it then, but not in your everyday life. No. So
in your everyday life, this is a non-issue whatsoever. It's a big battery. You charge it. You can charge it daily, weekly. You'll be fine. As opposed to the Leaf, during the weekend, when I go a lot of places, every chance I have, I charge it. This one, you don't have to worry about it. So let's talk a little bit about the ergonomics, the one screen. Lots of discussion about it. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I like it. I don't know. You said you didn't like, some at night or whatever, but I like it. I just, you have to be careful, especially in the beginning as I'm getting used to it, not to fool around with it while I'm driving. But I figured out the basics right away, my radio and my temperature controls, and, and then it rained, during the week. So, I know it has the electric windshield. I found it was really raining very hard and I needed to up it and do it myself, but that was fine. And then I guess with the lights, one morning it was like it kept putting on the brights, but I guess it does that by itself, right?
Yes,
it's just on and off with the brights.
Yes,
because I noticed that they were on.
Yes. So I set it up to be the high brights, the beams, to be high, to do it by itself. We can eliminate that if it disturbs you.
It was just I just noticed it that one morning anyway, but then I didn't notice it after that. So pretty early.
Yeah. So that's also possible. It's just easier. So it's that. But okay. So you like the screen. You're getting used to it. Talked about the battery.
And then what was hard to get used to, and as I'm still getting used to, is the that everything's done by the phone and by the app. So there's no key, there's no locking, there's no unlocking, there's no nothing, which is kind of hard to get used to.
So what you asked me the first couple of days? Are you sure? Right. Say it.
Are you sure?
Are you sure what?
That I don't have to lock it. I don't have to, because so I really have no. But the point is I have no way of checking it. So like if I just leave the car, I walk away from it. I don't know that it's locked, I guess, and I can't, if I check it, because if I come near it with my phone, well, a couple times I did come near it with the phone, and I guess it didn't recognize the phone, and so it was locked, obviously, so I guess it does work.
It does work. It happened.
It's just something new to get used to. Now, what I didn't ask you is, if I leave the car and I leave my phone in the car, will it not lock?
Yes, it will run. I actually did it yesterday. It will just continue to run. I did. I did this morning. I went to drop something at work.
And you left your phone in the car.
I left on the car, and the radio was on, everything was on, the air was on. It's just as if you left the key. But you always have that backup card if you need it. If it will lock itself for whatever reason, if the phone is dead or whatever, you have that key that's going to override. So one of the things that you have in this car, I showed you the tutorial when I did the settings, is the standard regeneration, and the standard regeneration is very, very heavy. In other words, it is really aggressive, which makes it a one pedal drive. You will use your brake very rarely, and it was tough to get used to. So once you tell us.
Yeah, so I got used to it, because the minute you take your foot off the gas, it immediately starts
the accelerator.
Braking. The accelerator.
And there's no gas, remember? We're not combusting anything here.
Right, it's just an expression.
Sorry.
So the minute you take off the accelerator, it immediately slows down, much more quickly than you're used to. But you know, like any cars like that, you just get used to it. I think I'm already used to it.
Yes,
so you can leave it if you want.
it's really great. I'm living it, so it's really.
I
good.
know how to fix it, so I can change it if I want. I'm learning. And then the music thing, which I just
All
discovered.
right, let's
the other
talk
night.
about the
Oh my God.
infotainment. Yes.
So, well, I just, you know, the radio is obviously easy enough, but, you know, then you know, because our son has been using it, and he just say, you know, play something, and it plays it. It's like unbelievable.
Isn't that great? It is fabulous.
So where does that come from? Because it's not Spotify or Pandora.
They have their own
internal.
they have their own internal.
And they have their own
internal,
music or
they
whatever.
have their own internal music. Yes, they have their own.
It kind of runs a little bit like Pandora. Like
Yeah.
if you say play something, it plays. If it doesn't have that song, it plays something similar.
Yeah.
And then the next song is just either
in the genre.
Right, the same artist or something similar.
Yeah, right.
And then you can do like or not like Pandora.
Right. So yeah, it works same idea.
Yeah.
And then you can put your music, your own music.
How do you do that?
If your phone is if your phone is connected to the car, obviously.
So you just
you can choose your phone, and you can choose your own music from Spotify or from your library or whatever you want. You can do that. So you got all kinds of music. It's great for long rides.
But doesn't it also have, I didn't really explore it, like books or like podcasts?
Yes,
and
it
stuff
does.
Like that?
Yes, it does podcasts. It does everything. You can just.
Well, we'll do that on our long ride. We'll check
Yes,
all that out.
we having a long ride coming in a couple of weeks. We're going to go to Maryland, visit our older son, and this will require at least one stop for a charge. So we're going to see how that works. Somewhere in Delaware or in Maryland, one of them superchargers. We're going to be there. It's going to be awesome. So now let's talk about the acceleration. I wonder if you feel the same way I do, but the acceleration and the actual ride comfort.
I don't have as much of an opinion on that as you do.
When you press the accelerator,
when you're in the middle of driving, it's like any other car.
Oh,
It's lovely. It's like being in a luxury car. It's just a lovely smooth ride. The acceleration is, you know, I'm used to it in an electric car, so it's not anything to me. It's not anything different than what we have in the Volt or the Leaf.
Right.
So it's, you know.
So
that's
you don't miss the gasoline part.
I don't miss the gasoline car.
Yes, I mean it took me 3 years to achieve. To convince her that all right, that having just electric cars is fine, it's good enough. And listen, I just want to say, and we did it together, I got stuck on the road twice without gas. Okay, twice. It was gasoline cars. I never got stuck with electric cars. Anyway, so I have to tell you, it does feel like a heavy car.
Yeah.
It's a very heavy car. You know, I was in a tank when I was in the military, so it's like a tank, but that goes really, really quickly. So when you press the accelerator, you feel that this car is pushing a heavy load. I mean, the battery, it's a 75 kilowatt hour battery, flat on the entire floor, and it sits like a ton of brakes. You can feel that it sits like a ton of brakes. And when you press the accelerator, you know that it requires tremendous amount of energy to push this thing forward. It's really, really does feel this way. So that's something you notice. It's a small car, but it's extraordinarily heavy, which gives it is so stable. All right, anything else, my dear?
That's it for now. If I have anything other to say, we'll make another video.
Of course
and I'll
we
let you
will.
know as I move into my second week with the car.
All right, thank you, my dear. You're awesome. You're lovely. And I will see you next time in another video. Meantime, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Electric Israeli, and help us change the world one electric car at a time, and support this channel by becoming a patron. Or if you are thinking of buying your Model S and Model X, we have a referral code right below, and you can use our code. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys.